You know what? They've gone too far this time. This time, I'm angry. This time, you should be angry because our beloved series, our childhood anthology horror series, is getting a modern retelling, a reboot, and they decided to put Old Man Justin Long in it, and I am absolutely flabbergasted that they would dare do this, that it's not going to be a freaking anthology, and they got rid of the most famous, the most iconic song of a show of all time, except for X-Men and every other 90s theme song, because they were all great back in the day, and they're doing a modern Goosebumps reboot. I'm going to break down this trailer frame by frame, and you're going to ask, no wait, demand that Disney Plus and Hulu give us better, do better, respect the amazing, horrible child acting that was so prominent in the original Goosebumps series, and fix this up. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who signed up over at actualjusticewarrior.com/join.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay?
And thank you to the podcast listeners, Spotify, Apple, and Google's podcasting platform.
Have we met?
Nathan Bratt, I'm the new English teacher.
Lame, fake, horrible, not believable. I hate you, Justin Long, Old Man Justin Long, talking about how you're the new English teacher. This has none of the heart, none of the soul of the original Goosebumps, which was marked by horrific, terrible, and god-awful child acting. And honestly, you're disrespecting my childhood. You have stolen my childhood. You have stolen my dreams.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood.
And how dare you?
How dare you?
You live near here?
Yeah. The old Biddle House.
The Biddle House.
I did hear the horrible story about the boy who used to live there.
Spoiler alert, Justin Long is going to turn out to be the boy who used to live there, and he's going to be looking for revenge, because that's what you do if you're Justin Long, and you were once the it person in all of Hollywood. You were once in a bunch of movies. Hollywood kept trying to sell you to all of us, and now you're on the Disney Plus Hulu original anthology series, which isn't even an anthology series. For some reason, it's like a Netflix-style series that was once our great Goosebumps.
You know, I hear it's haunted. Have you seen anything strange happening there?
Say cheese!
Okay, so real talk, that's a Say Cheese and Die reference, you know, the haunted camera, that, by the way, I think they stole the premise from R.L. Stine's Say Cheese and Die for the movie Polaroid, and essentially the way it worked is that the camera would take a picture of you, and you would be in some kind of physical distress, and then that would come to fruition. But they're opening it up, they're using it right for nostalgia in the beginning, even though this is an iconic story of the 1990s. The Say Cheese and Dive camera looks so amazing, so stunning, so beautiful in the original Goosebumps series that this is just a pathetic iteration.
Happening there?
Say cheese!
It's not funny!
No. Not that I can think of.
Honestly, they ought to be ashamed of themselves over at Disney, over at Hulu. I remember Goosebumps was on Nickelodeon, so how they let this iconic IP go and be taken over by Justin Long, I will never understand, because Goosebumps is all a part of our childhood. In fact, every single kid that I knew, besides my friend who for some reason had a book series called Spooksville, I guess because his family was poor and they couldn't afford a real Goosebumps series, a real Goosebumps book, so he needed the knockoff, was a Goosebumps fan. They were really into the Goosebumps. They watched the anthology series all the time. This is like taking all of the heart and soul out of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and they're doing it with this series. They're making it modern. They're making it progressive. They're throwing the diversity on the camera, and we should all be ashamed. Quartering, where are you on this, bro? You go after every single reboot in existence. This is a reboot. I have not seen you touch it. Why are you silent? Are you getting the Hulu Disney Plus money? You tell me what's going on, Jeremy. You get in my DMs right now, buddy, and you tell me what's happening. I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's horrible. It's horrendous. It's shameful. It's disgusting. I don't need this kind of crazy special effects. I want the $3 budget that the original Nickelodeon series had. Anything else is an abomination. It's an insult. You feel insulted right now. You feel disgusted right now. You feel angry right now. And I am just the voice of your anger. I am the captain of this ship. So let us get aboard and travel back in time to an amazing time period, aka the 1990s, where they would just put terrible actors to do Goosebumps episodes and they would never really do them justice in the original series. But I don't like this because it's new and I hate things that are new and I hate things that are different.
Some weird stuff has been happening.
So I just wanted to say, you guys might be hearing in this trailer what is allegedly referred to as music. But let's be honest, this ain't music. This modern pop culture song, whatever, has no place in Goosebumps. They had the greatest theme song of all time, except for all the other 90s theme songs. And in that theme song, they actually had a dog at one point singing the theme song. Let me just play that clip for you so you can understand it. I will never ever look at a dog the same way again after that dog was infected by the Goosebumps theme song, and any failure to actually acknowledge the greatness of that original song, any pop song, is just disrespect to the original lore, to the original mythology, to the legacy of R.L. Stine, who I don't even know if is dead or alive because I haven't really thought about Goosebumps at all, and honestly, it's shameful. Seriously, linked in the description is the full version of that song. It is kind of badass, and this is just nonsensical.
Something's clearly wrong.
Why would you do that, man? That's not cool!
There's no such thing as a curse, dude. That isn't real.
So obviously you have this stupid kid right here who is stupid kid number one. Look at his stupid face, and he takes a picture of this guy with the haunted freaking Polaroid camera, and then he says curses aren't real. But we all know that curses are real, so this guy's a total jerk, and he deserves all the punishment in the world, because honestly, it's say cheese and die. Don't you know the camera? They even did the reference in the beginning of the trailer, but this guy, just a total jerk, just a total monster, total loser, takes picture of our main character, who kind of looks like the guy from Scream that they put in there, but he kind of looks a little smaller. Whatever, Disney Plus found their actor, and it's just disrespectful to the lore. The idea that this scumbag right here would be able to wield the iconic Say Cheese and Die camera is just disrespect. I know a lot of you didn't like Star Wars The Last Jedi, but this is the true disrespect of all lore, of all literature, of all reboots right here for Disney Plus, and I'm definitely dead serious about it.
Are you okay?
Get the nuts! Get the nuts!
I'm sorry, but I don't get goosebumps from a little allergic kid. I don't know if you guys have ever been near a school in your entire life. I never had, but I heard that every single kid is allergic to peanuts, and you have kids dying every single day just because a peanut butter and jelly sandwich was vaguely in their area. So this kid needing an EpiPen, don't need it. Don't require it. It's not about what I'm about, and I'm honestly against it. Also, they cut to this lady that's in an afro that's dressed like she's from the 1970s. I don't know if this is a flashback. I don't know if this is a flash forward, but what I do know for a fact is that evil white racism is definitely going to be in this part. If you don't think that they're going to inject politics into our great hallowed tradition that is Goosebumps, you're dead wrong. You're dead failure. You're dead whatever. You probably don't care about this.
This is all connected. He's getting revenge for what our parents did to him.
Okay, seriously, I wouldn't mind if they did a reboot of the Goosebumps series. Honestly, the original 90s series, not that good. But does it have to be this generic? Does it have to be this lame? Does it have to be this paint by the numbers? Do you have to go to nostalgia so quickly? I mean, you could tell different stories with different people, give us a proper anthology, actually elevate the material of Goosebumps rather than this overall connected narrative where this camera is popping up all the time. Also, you're gonna notice that the dummy is in there somewhere because you have to go with the dummy, because what's more iconic in terms of Goosebumps than the dummy? And yeah, that's just where they're going with this. So even though I will definitely be watching absolutely every single episode of this, in fact, I'm done with politics. I'm only going to review Goosebumps from October 13th on. I still think that maybe you could do a little bit better. Maybe you could put it in some better hands. Maybe you don't need a pop culture song when you have the dog barking the theme song. Let's play that clip again.
We need to talk.
Why does James smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers?
I was just gonna say.
And honestly, that right there signs, seals, and delivers this series for me perfectly, because They just did a Marvel-esque comedy joke at the end of it. They're like, oh, why does he smell like watermelon Jolly Ranchers? Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your face. I'll tell you why, because you have hack writers that won't take this Goosebumps material as seriously as it needs to be taken. Not everything needs Marvel-esque jokes and quips and all of that. It worked for a little while in the MCU. You had Joss Whedon writing it. He kind of set the tone for that universe. But the idea that Star Wars needs Marvel-esque quips, that DC needs Marvel-esque quips, and now Goosebumps, the most serious of all of our literature, the most serious of all of our anthology series, also needs jokes about Jolly Rancher. Get he smells like a Jolly Rancher. Isn't that funny? No, shut up. It's not funny. I'm against it. It is a crime against humanity, and anybody who signs up for this, except for me, who's going to be watching every single episode, you're dead to me. That's just how I feel. Honestly, I'm going to send the haunted dummy after you. If you're into this, then I'm not into you. We're not friends anymore. We're not speaking anymore. I'm going to come to your house and tell you in person, one-on-one, that we're not cool. So do me a favor, type your address in the comments of this video. I will start booking my flights. I will start planning my GPS route, because I'm going to tell all of you what you need to know about this Goosebumps series. It's lame. I hate it. I'm going to watch every single episode of it. If there's Season 2, I'm going to watch every single episode of Season 2. This is what my whole life is all about, and I'm going to do it on the hope, on the promise, on the feeling that maybe at some point in some time, we're going to get a story about this haunted Goosebumps dog from the original series. Maybe we'll get a Goosebumps Multiverse of Madness kind of thing, where they end up fusing Goosebumps this series with Goosebumps the original series, and also fuse it with that Goosebumps movie that I think had Jack Black in it, but I'm not expecting it. I'm not happy for it. You might as well call this Spooksville, just like my childhood friend whose family in the 6th grade could not afford to get him a real Goosebumps book. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry to out you like this, but you're disgraceful, you're disgusting, and this whole series is disgusting. Goosebumps is iconic. It's amazing. It is the greatest series marked by child acting being horrible ever of all time. It's a part of my childhood. It's a part of your childhood. It's a part of everybody's childhood, and they took it away. Disney have gone too far. Disney done robbed us of our childhood, and yes, this is definitely the most serious video I ever made. Yes, I just spent 10 minutes on it, and yes, I will be reviewing everything related to this. So yeah, those are my thoughts. The fact that nobody's talking about it, honestly, disgusting in every possible way, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you liked the video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on my social media, support me via the support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about the new Goosebumps reboot. Till next time.